Hello, people. This is Mephisto here, and this is the fourth episode of A Talk with Pokemon YouTubers. And today's guest of mine is Sucker for Jessica. Hello, Kashif.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going okay. And
That's good.
who is Jessica, and why does she need a sucker? And why did you even use that name as her YouTube name?
Well, that name is quite a bit of a story, actually. That name actually came, well, because Jessica is obviously my significant other. But when I first opened up my YouTube account, I had no intention of it being a Pokemon channel, actually. So I've just been going out with Jessica for, I think, about 2 years at that time. At that time period, I just decided to open up a YouTube account, and it was definitely going to be just about me and her. I was going to have like pictures and videos, kind of like what Ray William Johnson does. Like he has a video, an account for his channels and his videos that he reviews, and he has a separate account for like his everyday life that he goes through. So that's kind of what I was aiming for, like an everyday kind of a documentary of me and her, like just going out and doing things. And then it just dawned on me like, hey, I can leave those kind of things for Facebook. Plus, it'll be more noticeable on Facebook because I have a lot of friends on Facebook and things like that. So I just have like this empty channel that I'm not going to do anything with. So I've been playing Pokemon ever since I've been like 9 years old. And I love the game. I absolutely love
Well,
the game.
that's a different question, huh?
Uh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit, I guess. But
No,
yeah,
no, it's okay.
that's kind of how the name came up. It was kind of unintentional. It wasn't intentional at all, to be honest. So.
Oh, okay. 'Cause it's pretty strange name, actually.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
kind of hard. To be honest, it's kind of hard saying that like at an intro or whatever, or everybody else has like all these cool names, and I'm like, oh, I'm stuck with
yeah,
that.
but it is a catchy name. It is a catchy name. So, uh, okay. And how did you even like start posting battles on this channel? And was it like another YouTuber who inspired you to upload battles, or how was it?
Well, I actually if I remember, I got introduced because I was watching Maryland. I was watching Maryland and another YouTuber that goes by the name of Dysfunction. So I was
Mhm.
watching both of those guys at that time, and I was still playing Pokemon. I was still considered somewhat of a noob. And when I was watching these guys, it was impressive. I was like, wow, these guys are really, really good. Both at the time when I used to just
Yeah.
first got introduced to YouTube. But it was just shortly after I'd known about the site itself, YouTube as a whole community within itself. And I just searched Pokemon one day, and because I was actually looking for episodes to watch, and I just came across some battling, and I was like, wow. And I also came across Zerts too. I used to watch the guy too because he used to narrate his videos instead of putting music like everybody else.
Hmm.
So those are the three that I got introduced and then motivated me a little bit more to play. It's a funny story with Zerts actually because I played him about I think like two years ago and such, and I thought I was like unstoppable because I couldn't like nobody in my school, like I used to always play with my friends, nobody in my school could touch me or anything like that. So I met this guy and he said my team was garbage, and I got offended, and I was like, you know what, let me play this guy. I gotta play against this guy. And he like 4-0'd me. He beat me, 4-0'd me. And I was like, you know what, let me watch his videos, see how this guy plays. And that's kind of how I got introduced into playing Pokemon myself on YouTube.
Oh, that's pretty funny. And can you actually remember your first ever Wi-Fi battle score? Not the battle with this guy, but like with
My
your friends or the
score?
first. What?
Oh man, I think I got my butt handed to me. Seriously, oh man, I think I got 5-0 at the time. I think it was fourth gen, and
Uh-huh.
I had like this team. I thought it was really good. I had Slacking and Snorlax and Charizard. I'm like, yo, those are my guys. So I had those in there. And this guy just had like this, I think he had this Weavile. I think he liked Sword Dance. That was it. Like, seriously. So.
Oh, and do you remember your very first friend from YouTube? Like
My very
when you
first
when you just
friend,
started,
to be honest, uh, I don't
or
know.
is it just you began just without friends and you
Yeah,
just
I began on my own accord. Like it wasn't like jointed with anybody else. I just began completely by myself.
oh
So
okay.
to remember who my first friend was is kind of, because I can't even remember what I had for dinner last night. So you're kind of asking the wrong person to remember, you know. So I just
Oh, and next question is pretty interesting, and I think a lot of people are interested in it. And what is the phrase? Okay, let me try it. What is happening, YouTube? Cloud 2010 back again, bringing you the coolest battles of yesterday and today. What does that mean?
oh, somebody asked me that. Oh man, what that means? You know, I actually got it from a different channel. If you ever watch, some people actually already know this, but if you ever watch, there's a channel and he reviews different toys and things like that. It's called Jeepers Media, and I got that phrase from him. And he's just so funny to watch. I was always been sub to him, and I watch all his videos. And I just thought of it because it's like, hey, you know, he doesn't post videos anymore, so it wouldn't necessarily, I guess he wouldn't be offended if I, borrowed his catchphrase. But that's where it came from because he
Well,
used to
this
say,
phrase, I
he,
remember.
he
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
what did I'm trying to remember his phrase. He said, "This is Mike Mozart back again, bringing the coolest toys of," I think it was the coolest toys of yesterday and today. And he's so funny when he reviews the toys. You gotta watch the guy. So
Oh,
it's called Jeepers. It's called Jeepers Media. I'm sub to him, and that's actually where I got the catchphrase from. And I just twisted
oh.
it a little bit to fit the likes of Pokemon, and it just sounded pretty cool. I just like, in my head, I'm like, yesterday and today. It doesn't really make any sense, but at the same time, it sounds cool. But then again, a lot of things don't necessarily make sense and they're really cool. It's just like silly stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
but it is a pretty really cool phrase because me and my friends used to actually think about it. We were like, "What the fuck is he talking about? And what does that even mean?" Okay.
trust me, everything that every viewer has probably ever said to me, I've probably already thought about myself. I really kind of like to troll myself in my own videos because there's a lot of things that you could kind of make fun of me about, like my name or why I say certain things, why I stutter so much. There are a lot of things you can just troll on me about. So I just like to make fun with me about it. It just makes it that more interesting, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, and what are your personal thoughts about the fifth gen? And did it bring any freshness to the game?
Oh, fifth gen is confusing, to be honest with me. Like, I remember one time I bought a Lugia in battle because I thought I wasn't too sure about the tiering or what was allowed at the moment. It's just very confusing to kind of a wide range of players, actually. And I understand. I completely understand because you have the introduction to two different battle types, which you have rotation and triple battles, which people don't really necessarily play all too much because it's a little confusing, and you have to keep in track of many different things that go on. You have different
Yeah.
abilities that now it requires a little bit more attention. Like, for instance, this ability called inconsistent. If you guys are familiar with that it causes a stat change to sharply increase and at the same time another one to decrease. So somebody's going to definitely have to use that competitively. They're going to have to like either write down the stat changes on a piece of paper, because that's actually what I do to keep up with it, because there's so many things going on in the game that you kind of want to remember, so you don't
But
want
it's
to
pretty much, yeah, it's so random and
yeah, and then the tearing and like and everything. It's like everything's like I'm not used to seeing Darkrai and things like that in play. I'm just, my mind has not really just grasped that yet. I'm just really going along with what everybody else does. Try to tweak it a little bit, try to make some new things, but it's still kind of a little bit difficult with everybody running the same thing. So it's kind of a little bit difficult to, have your own like individuality incorporated into the game at the moment, where with fourth gen it was a little easier because it was easier to differentiate what was what. But now it's like a little bit, how should I say, like, difficult for players to actually do that. So when you want to incorporate the same thing, it's kind of the thing that makes sense at the moment because nobody really even knows what they're doing. It's like I'm still getting shocked, and that's one thing about Pokemon that never ceased to amaze me. Like no matter how much I played the game, I would always get shocked by something else. I'm like, I didn't know that thing learned flamethrower, or wow, it's cool. And I'm playing the game for like how many years, So it's always something like that. And I think in 5th gen, as exciting as it is, to be honest, to introduce a whole new generation of different Pokemon and kind of new battle styles, it's not all that bad, and it's just going to add a little bit more to the attention that you're going to have to pay into the game in order to, in order to keep your, skill level on a consistent level. So it has ups and downs, like everything else in the world. It has its pros and its cons, So
Yeah, but it really gave freshness to the game because I even know people that retired from 4th gen, but they came back when 5th gen came out because they thought it's way better. And yeah. Okay, and what was the first Pokemon game you ever played and on which console?
Oh man, I'll never forget that. I played Pokemon Blue on Game Boy Color. I'll never forget when my dad got me that game. I was like the happiest kid in the world. And when I beat Gary, oh my gosh, I think my little sister got annoyed at me. When I beat Gary for the first time, right, and I picked Blastoise because Blastoise, if you guys don't even already know, Blastoise is definitely my favorite water Pokemon because it's a turtle with guns. You can't beat it, But yeah, but I'll never forget when I first beat Pokemon Blue and I was jumping up and down. We had a bunk bed at the time where I was living with my parents. And I was like, wow, I beat Gary. He's like, my Blastoise. I never forget that. I was almost equivalent to that kid. If you ever seen a video about a kid, he gets a Pokemon card and he gets a Blastoise and he just gets crazy. He's like, Blastoise! I was literally like that. I was overexcited. So that was definitely the first game I played. The first game I ever played, the first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Blue for the Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I played everything. Like I had a version for every game that every generation, for every console, like everything. So
yeah, okay.
If I'm allowed to, I just wanted to say that I'll never forget when my dad also got me the Nintendo 64 and he got me Pokemon Stadium. What he did is he put it was like on Friday night, so it was a school night, right? So technically Saturday we will be able to play it. So me and my little sister were just watching the demos and we were guessing moves. I was like, that's Earthquake! And she's like, no, that's Magnitude. It was just, I'm like, wait, no, Magnitude didn't even come out first gen. But yeah, it was just like...
And Pokemon Stadium is the thing you do, the nostalgia thingy, right? Right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where it came from. Actually, my joy from that because we used to spend hours upon end with that game, Pokemon Stadium 1. And when Pokemon Stadium 2 came out, I was the first one in that store. So that's where it came from. I had a lot of joy growing up with Pokemon, and it's just been the thing that I can't necessarily let go. I can't, for the life of me, let go of this game. It's just a part of me. It's a huge part of me.
Oh, yeah. And what do you generally expect from your channel in the near future? Are you just, maybe you want to get more famous and start getting money from it, or you just want to entertain people, or you just do it for fun? Or
my friends always told me that whenever you do something, try to get a little bit of monetary benefits from whatever you're doing. So it's not necessarily for the monetary benefit. I initially actually posted just for entertainment purposes. I love posting battles, actually. There are times that, of course, that when you have to do other things that you're going to have to incorporate those other things in your life before you can entertain other people, because the thing is, I definitely do want to continue entertaining people, and I'm not going to stop doing that. So, but it's just like, I feel as though things have to be done. That's just it. I'm gonna end up repeating myself. I just love entertaining you guys. That's just it, where it came from for my particular channel. As far as other things go, I was actually thinking of opening up a second account, but not having it like initially joined to my account, so you won't actually know that it's me unless you know my voice, like the back of your hand, and you can listen to me narrate and things like that. But I was thinking about me posting different videos, like maybe Call of Duty. I got Call of Duty, or for Name Buzz, I was thinking about posting Donkey Kong, things like that. Other
Oh, you
things.
play Call of Duty?
Yeah, I do, but I just don't have. It's just like Pokemon at the moment. It's like I just don't have the
Oh,
time to incorporate any games at all. That's why I haven't even posted on Nimbus for a while. Also, it's like I just don't have the time at the moment. But the thing is, if I do put time into it, as of right now at this point in my life, it's just I'm not gonna be. I feel as though I'm not gonna be able to do it in the future. So I'm gonna have to take a break and then afterwards come back and feel more comfortable with entertaining you guys, knowing that I've done what I need to do.
hmm.
So that's just it. I'm just posting for your entertainment, and that's really it. It's no monetary value inside of the channel. I wasn't looking for one anyway. It's just I just love entertaining you guys. That's just it. That's all I do.
Yeah,
That's
and
that's
you're doing pretty well, I must say, because I really enjoy your videos. They have a lot of information in
Yeah,
them.
that's what I try to do. I really try to be informative to quite a bit of the YouTube community there. Some people don't mind. I mean, some people mind actually like listening to me because I kind of talk fast. I have to talk fast in order to incorporate what I'm thinking, and at the same time, kind of be a little bit of a teacher
Hmm.
when I narrate. So it's a little bit of a task, and sometimes at points I have to type. It's a little secret, ladies and gentlemen. I do have to kind of type what I'm about to say because sometimes I stutter over my words. Reading that I'm talking so fast, it just sounds like I don't even know proper English. So I just have to type what I'm saying and read off of that. So it's a little bit more of a task for me, personally, to kind of narrate too. So that's actually where that comes from. Sometimes I forget my thoughts and I'm like stuck in the middle of a translation. I'm like, I have to record this again because I just stuttered and I knew what I wanted to say and I had it in my mind, but my mouth said something completely different. You know. So, so sometimes if I just don't know, I just troll myself. It's like, come on, proper English. I troll myself all the time because it's funny.
That is a good thing, actually. I
Yeah.
mean, you have self-criticism, or how's it called? And can you name three current favorite YouTubers of yourself right now?
Um, YouTubers as in anybody? Like, in general?
Uh, well, Pokemon, particularly.
Oh, Pokemon? Ah, that's a toughie. Why'd you have to ask me that? I don't know. I'm kidding.
It's just a fun
I'm playing
fact, I
with
guess.
you. Don't mind.
We can skip it if you want to.
No, I've never thought about that. It's not easy. Me personally, I like, oh my god, my brain hurts. I like, everybody likes Shofu. Oh, that should have been his channel name. Everybody likes Shofu, like everybody likes Chris. I kind of think about it. But yeah, I like the guy. He comes up with a lot of unique words. I'm like, yeah, hey, all of that. I can't do it, like he does it. Obviously, I'm a little bit of a square, even though I'm black, So it's like, yeah, I can't pull it off. You expect me to stereotypically be able to pull it off? I can't. I love Shofu actually. So I like him. Um, I've watched D-Mac. I like D-Mac. I'm talking to him. He's a pretty cool guy. He's like, "What's up, YouTube?" Like mad slow, It's just, it's really funny. You can make fun of him too, But he's a cool guy, actually. Nice to talk to. Now I'm thinking about it, and uh, I know a
Two
lot
can
of
be
people.
okay. Huh.
I know a third one. I don't know. I know the one I want to pick. A lot
Okay.
of people don't necessarily like. Well, he's popular, but a lot of people don't like his attitude. But that's just because you don't necessarily, in my opinion, it's just you haven't like gotten to know him. The third one, what I mean is Wild Chase. I like Wild Chase. Cause I don't know, he's like a troll all the time. He's like, hey guys, it's Lyle, and it's fun in my opinion to watch because it's a complete opposite of who I am. I'm kind of nice to everybody, and sometimes it's rewarding, other times it isn't because you get a lot of people that like
Abuse that.
yeah, who abuse that, and while avoids that completely with that attitude, he's just like, man, you stupid, man, get away from me. I want to talk to you. He'll say something like, I have too many subs to talk to you, but what that actually means is that you're just acting a little bit. So he's like the better half. He's not the better half. He's like the evil half of me that I kind of could incorporate, but it's like I'm a little bit too nice to. It's just my nature to be nice to everybody, so. It's like I'm the nice one that everybody takes advantage of because of that. It's like, oh my gosh, can you answer this? Can you do this for me? Where'd you get your arm from? And I answer all those questions, all those questions that
Yeah.
you could just like take 5 minutes and do yourself out of Google because I've never really asked any questions. Personally, it's like to anybody. It's like, where did you get this from? Anything that I find out, it's always been through research, so.
Yeah, but this is pretty insane. Like, people may start abusing this, but well, maybe I think it's a good piece of character or the good side of character, how to say it better. But okay, for the last thing, I wanted to ask you whether you can give any suggestions to people who are only starting their YouTube Pokemon career and they don't know what to start with.
Start with what, team-wise, or kind of like
No, just
incorporate videos, or
suggestions how to become maybe more
okay.
famous. Yeah, how
Well,
to basically begin. Yeah.
well, actually, what you do is you be nice. That's the utmost important thing. Be nice to everybody. Like everybody is a human being. So don't think that just because you feel as though you're better than somebody. I have a lot of people that like in the lows that like they don't have like too many subs, but they believe that they're like better than everybody else. It's like don't have good sportsmanship because nobody likes a troll. Nobody likes a persistent troll. I'm trying to say, if you're a troll, for laughable purposes, then it's fine. But try not to be mean to everybody else. That's the number one thing. So once you can incorporate that within your own self character, then it just becomes natural for you as an uploader and as an entertainer to just incorporate that kind of personality and characteristic into whatever you say or whatever you do, and then it just comes out nicely and people will be attracted to that. The second thing you want to do is well, you're obviously gonna have to get your name out there a little bit, so you're gonna have to play against people who are already famous and things like that. And what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to develop a relationship because previously I've never known anybody, and I'm sure that I'm sure that other people feel the same way, and people don't know people right off the back when they come off to YouTube. It's like I'm being introduced to you right now, Mephisto. It's just like people don't initially know who is who. So that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to play against people that are already kind of up there in the ladder and develop a relationship with those people. Don't just come on Skype or come on my channel and be like, hey, let me battle you, and then like that'll be the last time you speak to me or anything like that. You're gonna have to kind of develop a relationship with people because it is a YouTube community and it's not just about being the top. And that brings me to my fourth thing, I believe, is that if you lose, post your losses too. Because nobody in the world, I've never met anybody, me personally, that I can't say that I can't beat this guy. I've never met anybody that I can, I'm sure a lot of YouTubers feel that way also. You have people, well, myself too. There's sometimes where I myself are guilty of that sin where there would be a battle. And I'm like, oh, I did so terrible. I don't want this up, but that's not good. You're going to have to be able to post losses and have fun with it too, just going to have to be able to do things like that. People are attracted to things like that. I see people unsubbing because people lose. It's just impossible to win all the time. You're not, I don't understand that kind of thinking, so.
Yeah, that pretty much losses sometimes makes the viewers feel that they are closer to the uploader because he's a human too, and when they see that he can actually lose, they
Yeah,
understand
it
that.
can make human mistakes, and then it makes me feel better. It's like, oh, I can beat you, or I can feel, you're not this god, and I'm just
Yeah,
watching, and it's
yeah.
impossible, and you look down on me and things like that. It's because that's the kind of attitude that I would get if I was, it's like, oh, you're a god, I can't touch you. And then like if I play you, now I'll be all nervous and stuff, and I'll be ending up using Mach Punch on Gengar and things like that because I'm too nervous, So it's like. So I can't, and people have done that with me actually. People have been nervous against me. I always tell them to calm down. And I end up not posting the video because they make too many mistakes and I don't want them to look bad because the ideology isn't to make people look bad. It's just to have fun. But, I just don't at the same time to avoid the percentage of the crowd that will look down for you for doing moves like that is just I just save you the trouble and I'm like, damn, I really need a post, but I don't want to embarrass.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. I'm very modest. You got to be modest to people. So those are the things that I would say, dude. That's kind of what I did. I didn't like me personally. I didn't really have an intention to be famous. To be honest with you, I just like posting. That was it. I had no intention at all.
Oh, yeah. That interview was very informative, actually. Thanks a lot, Kashif. And I really think that for a lot of people, those pieces of advice would be very useful.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that interview. It was really awesome. And so, thanks for
Nice
watching,
having you,
guys.
Miss Festo. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, thank you too. So, guys, you just must click the link in the down bar because this guys who this guy who actually joined me today, Soccer for Jessica, he has awesome videos and like if you are new to Pokemon, you just start watching his videos because he explains every step, which is key in getting experience. Because you don't get experience not only from battling, also, well, as it was for me, I got experience from watching videos, and that was a big part of me getting my experience. So be sure to go to Soccer for Jessica's channel. You won't regret, that's for sure, and you will see that he will become one of your favorite YouTubers for sure. So thanks again, Kashif, for joining me. That was
No
a really
problem.
awesome interview, and I hope you guys you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.